One Pride family, Lions Nation, what's going on? Let's talk about this upcoming week versus the Eagles. But before we get into that, we're going to do a quick overlook of the 53-man roster, plus the practice squad, and a few small things that happened today. So let's dig into it.
Consecutive thumbs up.
Cops is watching, the streets is talking. Your hopes are
Consecutive thumbs up.
holders unfaithful.
Consecutive thumbs up.
Holders unfaithful. Your family ungrateful. Your niggas ain't loyal.
Clock D's, bar trees, out of drop V. Rep Detroit every time I'm in front of a camera. Clock G's, bar trees, out of drop.
All right, y'all, let's dig into it, man. First and foremost, I hope everyone's power is back on because mine was off for 3 days and it was very unfortunate. But hope everybody's doing well. Just currently coming off of vacation, but it is definitely, it's work time. It's go time. So we are heading into the season this week versus the Philadelphia Eagles, man, which is going to be a tough matchup because this Eagles roster is even better this year. We got absolutely blasted by the Eagles last time we faced up against them. But this year we were much improved. We're a much improved team. We'll be playing here at Ford Field. So we'll see how much that factors into the situation. But before we get into that, let's get into this updated 53-man roster. A few side notes, a few small things that happened today. The Lions, they claimed Drew Forbes off of waivers from the Browns and put Vaitai on the reserve injury list. So that's just something that happened today. Also, we been talking about around the city about Boyle being put on the practice squad. Some of us would probably prefer something else, but it's the practice squad. We're not going to make too much of it. And we all know that Blau is a Minnesota Viking right now. He's on their practice squad. So that's the current situation with the two quarterbacks that we cut, which leads us into the first skill position at quarterback with Jared Goff and Nate Sudfeld. Those are our two quarterbacks right now. Not really much to say there. Looking forward to see Jared Goff. Shout out to Jared Goff. My brother was here, Big A from a podcast. And he seen Jared Goff at Great Lakes Crossing in the ice cream shop, man. Said what's up. So shout out to Jared Goff. But yeah, Jared Goff, Nate Sudfeld, those are our two quarterbacks right now. But you look at the running back room, which I thought they would have 4. They decided to go with 3, and that is Swift, Jamal, and Reynolds. We all knew those 3 were pretty much automatic, obviously. But 3 running backs in the running back room. Of course, Jefferson is on the practice squad as well. So we'll get into that practice squad once we finish this list. Just want to go through this thing. Wide receiver, DJ Chark, Josh Reynolds, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Cephas, and Raymond. Those are all fixes from last season. So nothing surprising. Pretty much this entire roster is not really surprising. I didn't see anything that made me go, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen. I know a lot of us probably felt, that Kennedy did an excellent job, which he did. And he should have, got a roster spot. But, listen, it's training camp, preseason. The Lions are looking for certain things out of receivers. So that would end up, causing him not to get that position. Some guys just do things better than Kennedy does. So, that's why we see the wide receiver position group where it is right now with our 5 receivers. Obviously, we're looking for later on in the season for J-Mo to get healthy and, make his debut. So, obviously, something else to watch out for. Tight end, TJ Hockenson, Brock Wright, James Mitchell, and, of course, we keep Shane. He was another player that, throughout camp, I just seen them work with a lot. So, Funchess was definitely a guy that I wanted to see in that tight end group. Funchess, I feel like, played very, very, very well when the Lions decided to go to him. So with Funchess not making that roster, we move on from Funchess. I wish it was a way to keep him around, but that's just not the current situation right now. Him being a fellow Wolverine. So Moving on to the next position, offensive line, we got Taylor Decker, of course, Josh Jackson, Ragnar Vitae, who just went on the injury reserve, Panay Sewell, Matt Nelson, Evan Brown. We got Kramer and Vic Stenberg. So pretty much what we've seen throughout camp. Nothing surprising whatsoever with that group. You know, like I said, Drew Forbes is pulled off of waivers, and Vitae is put on reserve. So nothing surprising when you're looking at the offensive line. Let's look at defense. Defense, Brockers, McNeil. We got Levi on Zarike. We got Bugs. We got Taylor. Demetrius Taylor. Let me just say something real quick. Demetrius Taylor, throughout camp, showed up at some times in the preseason, especially in a late game situation. Demetrius Taylor was impressive. He was impressive. He was very impressive to me. We keep Benito Jones as well. But, you know, like I said, also Brad Holmes spoke on him as well. And, he said, who is this guy? He just keep popping out. But I thought the same thing when I watched some of his film. But Demetrius Taylor, a little bit on the shorter side, man, but he's just like a little tree stump, man. But he's quick and powerful, very quick and powerful for his size. And I'm definitely glad that he made this roster. It was one of the guys that you guys heard me hollering about. So, yeah, really not a surprise for me because I had an opportunity to watch him close up. Edge rusher is the obvious. We got the Wonder Twins and Hutchinson and Harris, man. Those two are going to be a problem this season. Julian Akwara, we got Austin Bryant, and we got Mr. Kaminsky right now currently on this roster, and we sit at 5 as far as edge rusher. 5 is linebacker as well. Alex Anzalone, of course. Derek Burns, Rodrigo, Chris Board, and of course we keep Woods. So those are your 5 linebackers right now. Jared Davis was sent to the practice squad. We'll go over that once we get down there. Cornerback, of course, we keep Amanio. We got Okuda. We got Harris, Bobby Price, Hughes, and Lucas. Lucas definitely played himself into that position. Did some things out there, made some big plays at moments. But Lucas definitely went out there and he went and took it. He definitely went and took it. I was impressed with Lucas. Like I said, just gritty. Always around the football. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely impressed with his performance. At safety, we got Walker Elliott, Fitu Melifonwu, we got Kirby Joseph, and we got Juju Hughes. Like I said, didn't really see much out of Juju Hughes. I said Hughes, good Lord, forgive me. But, Melifonwu, Elliott, Walker, Joseph, that's just where we stand right now. I don't know how comfortable I am with that position so far. I felt like we gave up some plays at times, some big plays at times during the preseason. So, we'll see what happens week 1. It is preseason, a lot of the vanilla things going on out there. So it's kind of hard to read. So the season is definitely going to tell us different. So they'll have the biggest test that you can have against these Eagles, man. Like I said, it's definitely about to be a tough matchup against the Eagles. So we'll see what happens there, man. And then, when we look at specialists, we got Scott Daly, Jack Fox, and Seibert out there. So then you want to take a quick look at the injured list with J-Mo, Romeo Akwara, Josh Pascal. We got Jared Jacobs and Greg Bell. So those, and Kabinda, I almost forgot Kabinda. But those are our guys right now. Of course, J-Mo is on the reserve NFI list, but the other guys are on the reserve PUP list. So, like I said, that's where we stand right now as far as injuries. Now, when we look into this practice squad, also not surprised. Of course, AJ Parker, Kennedy, guys like Jared Davis, James Houston. I'm surprised and easy. I thought he struggled a lot. You know, that's a hard knock story right there. I thought he struggled a lot still. He had off and on moments, but that one is a little bit of a surprise for me. We got Jamar Jefferson. Of course, we just added Boyle. You know, and then you got Dan Skipper, Pittman, Hector, man. Maurice Alexander. Justin Jackson is the one that sticks out to me. Justin Jackson was an absolute stud. He just was, man. Absolute stud, man. When he got the football, the ball moved. It moved, and that's what you want to see out of running back. I mentioned that before in my past video with you guys. So, yeah, not really surprised with the practice squad. Like I said, a 53-man roster as well. It's no oohs and ahs at what happens, and it's kind of what I expected. Some of these guys that we fell in love with from Hard Knocks obviously just couldn't get it together, like Pimpleton, who would end up, I believe he went to the Giants, if I'm not mistaken, to the practice squad for the Giants. So, yeah, some of those guys that you've seen on TV did stick around, but we did have to also let a few guys go. Pimpleton just couldn't hold on to the ball in situations, couldn't catch the ball in some situations where he absolutely should have in big moments. So, not surprised there at all. So, yeah, like I said, nothing surprising when it comes to the roster. And that's your current 53-man roster along with your practice squad, your injured players. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend, man. We are here. We are getting ready to go up against a tough Eagles team, mobile quarterback. It's not going to be easy for us. That defense is definitely stellar. When you look at them on paper, obviously they have the better roster right now. So it's just going to be a question of who wants this game. Because in my mind, after seeing this team with the roster that we had last season go up against some of the Giants that we did, listen, on any given day, the Lions can go out there and stump the Eagles. They could. But we got to expect a lot of rookie moments from some of our rookies out there. They're going to have to learn. We've seen things in training camp and we've seen things in preseason, but we have to understand, some of these guys were doing these things where teams weren't game planning for them. And let's just be honest, man, it's preseason. It's preseason, so we got to see these guys out here on the field in real game situations. And that's going to be very important, especially evaluating guys like Aiden Hutchinson and Rodrigo out there. Seeing them in those real game situations is going to be very important, so we can know what we're going to do early in the season. I expect the Lions to wake up midway in the season, but right now, I think we may just experience some of those growing pains because we have a lot of new faces on this roster, and it's kind of irresponsible for us to be greedy and say that they're just going to come out and plaster everybody. So we will be some teams that we won't be expecting to beat, but we're going to lose some games that we probably should beat teams. So, that's just the signs of a young team. Like I said, we have one of the youngest teams in the entire NFL. So we got to be a little realistic here. When it comes to my season prediction, as far as our record, I'm still sticking in between that 8 to 10 win range currently at this moment, with 10 wins being everything goes right. We stay fairly healthy. We go out and we beat teams that we're supposed to beat on the schedule when you're looking at this schedule. So that's where I'm at currently right now. Things definitely will change after we see this team go out, week 1, week 2, week 3. But right now, for my early season prediction, that's just where I'm at right now. So I don't want to put too many expectations on such a young team and a rebuilding team. I know this coaching staff is absolutely amazing at what they do. We have some absolute studs, man, at our skill position coaching. So, I expect Aaron Glenn to pull out some things and try to contain this offense. Like I said, we're facing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first one we've seen. And it's part of the reason why I have some confidence that the Lions could pull out a victory in week 1, because I watched this team with not even half the roster go out and give and give the Ravens nightmares. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson was just bottled up. You know what I'm saying? So, the Super Bowl champs, we gave them a heart attack as well. So, like I said, coaching any given Sunday, you can go out and beat a team. And right now, my current prediction for the game, I'm going to take the Lions in a close victory. That's where I'm at right now. Simply because the energy is going to be absolutely electric. The fan base right now is absolutely buzzing, and not only here in the city, but around the world, thanks to Hard Knocks. I think Hard Knocks was a really good thing for the Detroit Lions, and it couldn't have came at a more perfect time, because we're experiencing Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell go through the rebuild process the correct way. They're going about it the correct way, and for the world to get an opportunity to take a look inside and see what's going on and what's happening with these players, and the connection they have with the coaching staff. It's a great thing to see. So yeah, slight edge Lions. I don't have a number for you right now. I just don't. I need to do a little bit more with the Eagles, and I'll be doing that throughout this week. So when we do our pregame, I'll have that number for you guys. That's a promise. And but that's it right now. Just wanted to come and check in with you guys. I know you guys are like, where the hell is King at? But like I said, on vacation, man. Power out for 3 days. It's been kind of tough. So, shout out to my brothers at We Three Kings. We're getting ready to do a stream for you guys, and we're going to talk some college basketball, but at the same time, we're talking some Lions too. So look forward to that. We're going to share the whole experience of going to the big house. We had a ball. We had an absolute ball. But yeah, that's it. I'll catch you guys later. You enjoy the rest of your night, and peace.